So every year, the farm, it has 2 harvest seasons. Every 6 months, there's one harvest season for the coffee plant. So they take the red cherries first. They pick the red cherries. So there's so many processes now. There's washed, there's naturals, there's a number of, like, every month there people are coming up with a new concept. So the regular thing is the natural processed or the honey processed is also there. So once that's done, they kind of sun dry it for a
What is
while.
exactly that honey process
Honey
thing?
process is they leave the bean and the cherry to dry by itself in the sun.
Okay, okay,
So the bean, it takes all the sugars from the pulp
okay,
and it absorbs it in the sun. And then they send it through a water system and they wash it.
okay.
So when it goes through that water channel, all the external pulp is, the skin is removed.
Oh,
So and then you have a bean. It looks like a bean, but it has a silver lining on top. It's called a parchment.
okay.
So once that's dried, they send it to curing works.
Acha.
So the curing works, the machine, what it does is it kind of, it's like how you sand the wood. The carpenters use the sanding machine to smoothen the surface of the wood. This is also a similar process where all the beans go through this machine and it removes the outer layer of the coffee bean.
Okay,
So then we get the green bean. So once we get the green bean, we roast it.
okay.
So in roasting, again, the outer layer, you call it the skin.
Mm-hmm.
The skin is automatically sucked through the vacuum system and the roaster.
Okay,
And all that is collected in a cyclone. We call it a cyclone.
okay,
It's a shaft. Everything is collected over there, and only the bean gets roasted.
okay.
And then we get the different, whatever variety of roasting you want. Then that's the end result. And from there, again, it depends. If it's only Arabica coffee, specialty coffees, it's brewed different. If it's for the espresso based coffees, it's a blend. So it depends on, how you want to use it.
Oh,
So most of the decision how to use the coffee bean is taken by the roaster.
oh, okay.
So we call something called a process called cupping.
Cupping.
Cupping. So we get some new beans. So we'll first light roast, then we'll do a medium roast of the same thing, and then we'll do a dark roast. And in the light roast and medium roast, we use the pour overs.
Okay,
Before using the pour overs, we use the cupping process
okay,
where we grind the beans, add it to the cup, and pour hot water, leave it for a few minutes, and then we break the top crust and we sip the coffee inside.
okay.
So that gives us the notes. So then we decide, okay, this is good for French press, this is good for
Acha,
specialty
during
coffee.
roasting only you
Yeah,
have to decide what is
yeah.
the
After roasting, we
after
have a
roasting
cupping process.
cupping process.
Cupping process.
Okay,
So during the cupping process, we'll decide, okay, this is good for espresso drinks, this is good for manual brewing, this is good for the other drinks. So the roaster takes a call as to in which segment this bean is good for.
okay,
So then it comes, then we do that particular roast, and then we pack it and we sell it to the stores and we say this beans are for this drinks.
okay,
So even in our cafe, we have espresso based drinks and specialty coffee both.
okay. Coffee basically you have those things like French press,
Yeah.
pour overs.
Mhm.
So what exactly those things? Can you just
Yeah.
explain?
So the espresso based drinks are all done by the machine.
Hmm.
Uh, and the specialty coffees, they are like pour over, French press, and we have something called a siphon coffee and
So
aeropress.
these things are specialty coffees.
Specialty
This
coffees, and these are all, they all come under manual brewing.
okay,
Manual brewing is where you take hot water, so the entire control is in your hands. So you in pour over, people do it in different ways.
okay,
Like most of the common practice is we first pour a little bit of hot water and we let it rest.
yes,
So once the gases are escaped, then we again do another pour, and then we stir it a little bit so that more of the compounds, they all get loose and they fall down. So it's more of an art. Manual brewing
Yeah.
is more of an art, and it takes time. Like if you take the siphon coffee, that takes close to 15 minutes
15
to
minutes.
make a cup of coffee.
Okay.
So the more time it takes, the more the good results you get.